very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful athletic matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who was a free agent pickup in 2016, did a tremendous job coming off the edge. I thought they really shored up the interior with Damon Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball as safety, and Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
Roethlisberger, and able to find Green. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 37 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, and that's caught inside the 35. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches. Now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I'd played those games, I'd be way ahead of you. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. This will be caught at about the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers' last drive so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
This is Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And His kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Manning underneath for Jennings. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Manning to throw on second down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings, and it's third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. He's got Cruz complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Manning throwing on second down. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not lived up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Second down following the run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manning. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Manning now on 3rd and goal. Surveying the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go. I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Now it's Roethlisberger backing up. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now the Steelers' second-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Manning. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Underneath for Jennings. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Into the red zone now. Manning. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Eli's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable. Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
They go screenplay with Jennings, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing now is Manning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Agreeing with a catch left side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it with Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side. In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's got his man here. It's Green. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's got time. Now a this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time, when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to... And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who are you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with